take a seat. So it was nice to meet you. Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself and walking me through your resume, your experience a little bit.
Sure. So I had a lot of experience in marketing and writing. I started my career as an intern at a publishing house when I was 16, and that really opened my eyes to the professional world. And since then, I've worked a lot in finance throughout my undergraduate career. After my freshman year, I worked at a hedge fund, not on the investment side, but doing a lot of social media work and assisting the director of marketing with communicating with investors, and that really got me interested in the investment side, what you can do with money and how you can invest it. The following summer, I worked at a management consulting firm that's small, and they focus on IT and software, in implementing them at funds of funds and other financial institutions. So that was more analytically driven and got me more interested in the investment side.
Okay, interesting. So how do you think that your experience in publishing, is that being your first experience interning, how do you think that carries over into the investment, social media world that you moved on to?
Sure. So my first experience was very writing, editing heavy, and I think those skills are, in my generation, sometimes lacking. And I have a strong liberal arts base that I've acquired through my writing internships. I interned at a publishing house. I also interned at a nonprofit. I've done some freelance copywriting and editing work for various clients. So I think in any position, sharp communication skills will definitely serve you well.
Interesting. Cool. And what do you think, what are your plans moving forward in this position or any position? Where do you see yourself professionally in the next few years?
I think I would definitely be interested to go to law school and become a corporate attorney, and I feel that an internship at a hedge fund would provide me with the financial experience to succeed in that career, because a lot of attorneys out of law school aren't sure of what practice they want to specialize in, and I feel that narrowing in on that specific practice area early on will definitely serve me.
And why do you think about our firm in particular? Why do you think that this is a good fit for us and for you? And more importantly, what attracts you to our firm as opposed to any other institution you might be pursuing?
So I know that Avenue Capital has been around for about 20 years, and that's definitely a contrast to my earlier experiences at a hedge fund, because the hedge fund that I worked at is only about 4 years old and had about 200 million under management, whereas Avenue has over 10 million. So I think that would definitely be an interesting experience, working with more money and how the amount of capital affects your interactions with clients, and especially what kind of investments you will be making.
Good. And as per your experience, what do you think you found are your biggest strengths professionally?
I think my strengths are definitely written communication. I think I have a lot of experience in that area, so I can contribute to any team well with written communication. I think I'm also a great team player. Since I started my career early on, I definitely know how to work well with others and, make a team function properly. In addition, I think that I'm definitely well versed in a lot of different industries. I've worked in fashion, finance, I've done some tutoring on the side, so even though those experiences might be a little bit, one might say random, I think they definitely enhance my overall work experience.
And what would you say as far as teamwork goes? What is something that you've been very successful at in terms of working with a team?
Sure. I think it's definitely contributing your own ideas and building off the ideas of others. I think when you're working with a team, you have to find that balance of strengths and weaknesses within each team member, and in the investment world, you really have to work with your other analysts and collaborate with their ideas and kind of bounce ideas off each other. I think those two things.
And what do you think is